Hello everybody, I'm Storm here. Welcome back to Jurassic World Evolution 2. In the last episode, we restarted the sandbox park from scratch because of the technical issues I described. And we got our initial setup going. We got the operations area over here. We set up our innovation centers, some basic guest facilities at the beginning, and our first enclosure, which is going to be our Hell Creek style formation that we had before. Late Cretaceous. So this is going to have a bunch of those animals in it. And we got some Triceratops in there to start with. And they have all of their food needs, so they will be fine. And some initial just quick and dirty decorating. To start with, I threw in some flowering plants. I mean, there really should be some different types of trees, but right now all I've really got to play with are, like, oaks and elms. I'm not sure it's really appropriate for this environment. But yeah, I'll continue to come in here every so often and just drop in some more plants just to make some nice kind of flowering areas. One thing that really isn't in here that I haven't seen anyway is like ferns. Like, we get some kind of fern-like plants over here in the, along with the cycads, but, I guess that's fine. Alright, well, let's start getting some animals back in here, and, get that filled out. Alright, so what do I want to do in here? I would definitely want additional bays. And we want accelerated growth. We just want things to move faster. Alright, so Taurus Horus, I think, is going to be next on the plate. Gotta find it in the list here. Taurus Horus, it's right there. Triceratops. Alright, modify that genome. We, again, want it to be humble, though it really shouldn't have to be. And anything else thrown into resilience. Coloration. Let's go with that. Okay. And I am going to go ahead and get 2 lines going, because I might want to do things the way I did before, which is... Let me see. How many are we going to want in here? Doesn't really matter, but... 2. Okay, we'll put 3 in. We'll set them up as 2 batches, one that we're actually going to release into here. Yeah, you don't need to tell me every single time. So we'll select one of these. Synthesize. Yep, good. And then we'll get the other 2. which we might need more scientists, which is fine. What we don't really need is, like, logistics. I don't think we're going to need logistics. Just, like, genetics and welfare. Altruistic salary, yeah. We'll grab you. I said we'll grab you. And... we don't have to do logistics for... fossils anymore, so... All right, so you're ready to release, so go ahead and release them.
Here we have the Taurus Horus, a dinosaur that has the largest skull of any known land animal. And people say I have a big head.
All right, just so we can get that nice kind of walking out of the hatchery animation. And then the rest of you can just get released via airlift.
Heading to collect the asset. En route to collect the asset.
All right. Now, next we want to get in there is probably Edmontosaurus. Remember, these are in alphabetical order, so you go down to where they would be E's. There we are. All right, so... we don't really care about that because we have that turned off. I want to stick with, or let's go with, yeah, bright green and dark patterning. Oh, we need to get the other scientists. I did set it up so that they are still going to need rest. Did I not confirm the training? I guess I didn't confirm the training. There we go. Confirm.
Asset transportation underway.
How many are we looking for? 4. Yeah, 4 should be fine.
Transit has commenced.
We'll go with you. Short-lived. We don't care. All right.
Transporting asset. Transportation complete.
And we would want Ankylosaurus, which will probably just put 2 out there. Though we can't actually run it because we don't have enough staff.
Asset has been delivered.
I should probably be able to sneak in another staff center.
Delivery complete.
Oh, yep, I can do that. Can I get it close enough to not need the path? Yes. All right. And I crashed. Oh. Well, that's no bueno. Okay. I believe I identified the problem. It is the, some of the modified, models and everything that I installed does not seem to play nice, so I went ahead and removed those. Put them back to the default game models. So fortunately we won't have those. Or I need to go find the updated versions of those because I did not update those. Not a problem. We'll I'll deal with that off screen. But for now, our Edmontosaurus are ready to go. Fortunately, there was an autosave pretty much right here, so just had to reset up the Edmontosaurus to actually incubate. So
Interesting. An Edmontosaurus. This is an herbivore that can move on all 4 feet or go upright and walk on its hindquarters. We should be able to control and monitor this species more easily than some of the others. Use that to your advantage as you plan out the park.
all right, and while those are releasing, we're gonna go back in here and do what I was gonna do next, which is Ankylosaurus. Okay, Ankylosaurus, you're up next. Humble probably really isn't necessary, which I may have said already, but it's a special one. I'll go with it. Yeah, we're gonna do 2 of these. We need 14. I need something for these scientists to do.
Asset in transit. Heading to pick up the asset.
Shouldn't really be an issue. Skittish. Don't really care.
Commencing asset transit. Asset being transported.
We also need to plan next couple enclosures, which we're going to have T-Rex
Transportation underway.
and
Asset
Albertosaurus
has been delivered.
as kind of in series.
Transportation complete.
I think the plan is going to be to set the enclosures so that it kind of snakes around like this.
Asset delivery confirmed.
Or maybe like this. So we'll bring our people through here. Pop over here. There'll be a T-Rex enclosure. And then an Albertosaurus enclosure. And then we might move on to the next thing, which is going to be kind of mid-Cretaceous. Which we're going to be our, Styracosaurus, Chasmosaurus, all that sort of stuff. Crithosaurus. All right.
They call this the Ankylosaurus. I call it an armored ball of walking, breathing trouble. Still, some might call it charming, amusing, delightful. Each to their own.
Looks like we're gonna need some more fuel.
Acknowledging asset collection request. En route to collect the asset. Transit has commenced.
Okay, next in line here is going to be Dracorax? Yeah, Dracorax. We're going to be doing Dracorax, Stigma, and Pachycephalosaurus. Right. Make them kind of that coloration. Like we need someone to take a break.
Asset station underway.
All right, so we've got 4 eggs. We're gonna release. Let me see, how many do we need, or do I want to put in here? Minimum population is 3, so I guess we'll do 4. So let's do it like this. We're gonna release 2. We're gonna do it in 2 and 2.
Delivery complete. Confirming asset delivery.
Now this dinosaur, the Dracorax, is something strange. Its name means the Dragon King of a fictional school for wizards. I think I could have come up with that myself. The name, not the dinosaur. For that, we need the scientists.
Asset collection request received.
All right, let's get these guys ready to go. Let's see. Pachyrhino? No. We need Pachycephalosaurus. Yeah, we'd like to get rid of that sickly. We'll just pour everything into that. That's an interesting selection of coloration. Yeah, we'll keep it.
Asset has been collected.
Pachycephalosaurus. Yeah, we'll do 4, so we'll do 2 and 2 again. You 2. And those 2. Looks like they're having a little trouble hitting those Dracorax.
Transportation underway.
There we go.
Picking up asset. Asset transportation underway. Asset delivered.
All right,
Asset
release.
in transit.
I'm Owen, a specialist in dinosaur behavior. I've formed a unique bond with the raptors. Now, don't be jealous. This is the Pachycephalosaurus, or thick-headed lizard in Greek, which is where it gets its name. Claire has accused me of being this dinosaur more than a few times. It's also an herbivore, so obviously she couldn't be more wrong. About me, I mean.
All right, let's get those moved. Meanwhile, let's get the next ones in the pipe, which are going to be Stigma. Yeah, we'll keep the default. And we'd be looking for how many? 4.
Assets in the air.
All right, 1 ready to go.
Asset to be collected.
One of them appears to be hard to hit.
En route to pick up the asset.
Let's grab those 2. Resilient. Yes, resilient. Select scientists. Let's get you on that. Yeah, we are just cranking them out.
Asset has been collected.
It's a lot easier when you don't have to
Asset transit.
go through all the fossil stuff.
Transporting asset.
All right, release them.
Okay, I'm Isaac Clement. Together, we'll create the most spectacular dinosaur park imaginable, and hopefully not die in the process. Really, I don't want to die. This is the Stigma, and it is one hard-headed dinosaur. It has an armored dome, crowned by horns. Despite this, it's a social and relatively docile animal, unless threatened. Then steer well clear of it. This dinosaur can do a number on its enclosures and bash its way through any number of obstacles. Take that into consideration when you're planning its environment.
Collecting asset.
All right, there we go. And I think the last thing we're going to throw into this enclosure is going to be the good old strut. Struthiomimus, where are you? There you are. Huh. Purple and charcoal. A little darker. That might be kind of hard to see. Let's go with a more dramatic looking pattern. And how many are we gonna want? 4. All right, good.
Transit. Commenced.
Grab those two. Get you on it. All right, kick them out the door.
Being transported.
Look at an ostrich or emu, then look at this latest dinosaur, the Struthiomimus, and tell me you don't see a connection. This is one of the more bird-like dinosaurs that we've brought back from extinction. It literally has a beak instead of teeth. It's an herbivore that prefers to move in herds. Overall, a fantastic addition to the park.
Keep hitting, keep hitting escape a little bit too much. All right, let me just double check and make sure there's anything else we want to throw in here. Okay, that's fine. Dracorax, Sticky Moloch, Ankylosaurus, Taurus Horus, Triceratops, Edmontosaurus, Struthiomimus. There's some raptors, but none of the ones that we have access to. I mean, we have the Pyroraptor, but that's a European.
Asset in transit.
Dinosaur, so we're not going to be throwing this in the North American section. So I guess we're going to be moving on to T-Rex and then Albertosaurus. So we got to get those enclosures set up.
Asset has been delivered. Heading to collect the asset.
Alright, let's get a good look at what we've got so far. Nice herd hanging out by the water.
Commencing asset transit.
Then we got all our packies.
Asset transportation underway.
Alright, it does feel like it's a big enough enclosure, I think. So actually, a lot of it's pretty empty. It's possible it might be worth maybe squaring this off here and turning this section into maybe the T-Rex enclosure. Because this is a fairly big enclosure.
Asset has been transported.
Maybe
Delivery complete.
angling it like this, and then like that, and then throwing the Rex in here. Oh, it should be probably two of them. And there. Yeah, that should probably work. But we will work on that project next episode. So for now, we'll stop here. So if you guys enjoyed it, thanks for watching. Go ahead and like, subscribe, and comment, and I will see you next time.